As the right side red Protoss, we have myself, XSZero. And on the left, blue Terran, we do have Stelford. Stelford is relatively unknown, probably located in the low silver bracket. If we look close, we're going to notice that we are on a map of a name that I cannot remember at the moment, but we are spawning both on high ground. Timing does seem to be impeccable on this first bunker supply depot, as we call them. Supply depots are fairly important in early game, as are pylons. And as you notice, we do have a pylon being set close proximity, and I do believe the reason for this is simply for timing reasons. I think you're really going to look for speed builds when you see a very close pylon, so it's something that you probably do want to keep your eye open for. If you are scouting in your enemy base and you see that, keep in mind they're going to be kind of moving up fast. And what do we have here? A little scouting SCV. Always a good idea to get a little SCV scout going, especially early game. You kind of want to see where your opponent is spawning. That is going to play hugely into your coming actions on how to move out, how to split armies, how to general enemy army composition is fairly important with the scouting technique, as we can see. We are currently building our first barracks, which is fairly standard. Most Terrans, however, are going to try and drop that barracks here, just kind of give them a little better wall off, but he knows that he's not playing against the Zerg, so early Zerg rush is probably not going to happen. We did drop our second barracks on 15 supply. Actually, it was on 14 supply. We should be seeing another supply depot come out here in just 1 second. And there it is. We're going to drop that. He's going to try and do a little wall off here with the minerals, which is always kind of a good thing. We're going to take a look here. We are very standard mineral collection here. We always like to see that on StarCrackHD. And we do have 2 Marines about to hit the field. A little more scouting down here. He has found my base, and as we can see, the tech route from Zero. We've got 2 gates finally producing there. Cyber is out and just probably want to start there it is. Now we are researching. We do have a little bit of harassment there. A little SCV harassment, as I like to say. Can be very annoying if you don't know how to handle it, because one SCV can do a lot of damage. Not that big of a deal. As we can see, we do get a zealot on the on its case right there. Going to take care of him. And we are going to use a chrono. Non-stop chrono boost on the cybernetics core, I would say, is fairly important when you're going a 2-gate rush here. It looks like I'm going to try and keep myself nice and supply blocked, because as any good Protoss player knows, blocking your supply is how you show that you're really good. We do have an outside pylon now, and that's kind of the point, guys. Most fast builds will include a very close pylon just for speed purposes, and then you're going to get your farther out pylon then, and it's really up to you whether or not you're going to wall off at that point. However, it looks like that I'm not going to choose to wall off, and we are going to be getting our second gas saturated on our first. Always good. Let's take a look back at our Terran player, and we have no gas. And we are actually using energy to upgrade our supply depots. As you know, when you do upgrade your supply depot, it does look like it can cook something, maybe like an oven perhaps, and that's always good for this particular build. We do have a bunker. A bunker is right at the front gate there, so he has decided to go ahead and take care of that. Bunker definitely not loaded at the moment. Nice little bunch of Marines here. I probably would like to see them out doing a little scouting, a little early harassment. We do still have a little SCV kind of hiding out down here. He's looking around for something to do. He's probably bored. We do have our warp gates opened up here, happily warping in a nice little army. And they're going to move out a little boot and scoot there and not notice the little hiding SCV. Let's see how that plays in the upcoming moments here of this very intense battle. Non-existent battle. as you can see, we did go Twilight Council, and Blink is on its way. We are finally getting an upgrade for the Terran base. Double orbital, as you can see, and we like to keep them side by side so we can get better reception on our antennas. Always important. And we are going to look double bunker this time. And, you know, really, if I could describe this Terran player in any sense, I'm going to say redundancy. Very important to this person. Actually, if you just, I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but we just had a fast a bunker transport. That's where one person loads in one, and the bunker is hotkeyed back to the front gate. Why do we do this? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe it's a faster way to move from point A to point B. Perhaps it's like a Terran subway. And we did decide to waste the minerals on those so we can move one SCV out, and now we did not want that any longer. So we're going to find out exactly what's happening here. It does look like I've got an army on its way, heading out towards the enemy base. I have found out where that is, it looks like, and I don't want to get, notice I don't get too close to the walls here. And we split that army just like any Protoss player would. And we're going to watch this engagement. It's not looking good, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd like to see maybe some Marauders mixed in. Not sure where they're at right now, but we do have a lot of Zealots. And we did get a force field down to block the SCV transport. Why did we block that? Not really sure, but we are massacring these Marines where they're running out of room to run, nowhere to go. And the Stalkers are quickly going to come in and take out the rest of these fighting SCVs that are valiantly trying to preserve their base in all of its glory. And we have a good timing from Stelford and a GG from Zero. And that's a good game, guys. Good, fair game. 959. Let's see exactly what was going to happen here. We did have quite a bit, 50 energy and 33 energy. If only we could call down maybe more... maybe if we could call down, I don't know, a tank or two, that probably could have helped. Definitely want to get a little protection on this corner here. And what I noticed, guys, is nobody really decided to take the center tower, which is not uncommon in my games, if you'll notice. We still did have the hiding SCV down here, properly keeping an eye on this SC, actually this would be a probe, making sure there's no hanky-panky going on. And that we do appreciate that always. So, well, guys, thanks for watching this cast. This has been a very, very non-interesting game, and I do appreciate the time. Come back and check us out. We've got a really great website. It's StarCrackHD.com. You're going to find a lot of cool things. I don't want to give it all away because you really need to check it out. So, StarCrackHD.com. It's where all the fun is. Let's just put it like that. That's where all the fun is. Okay. Keep in mind, guys, scouting is really key in these situations. I believe if the Terran would have seen this army coming, he probably wouldn't have... Well, there were some weird things going on, so I can't really predict what he would have done, but probably could have been a slightly different outcome. I do apologize, guys.